Yo, welcome back to Dolphins United, the platform for Dolphins. You heard me, we back in the house. You already know what it is, DU fam. What's up with you on this Sunday afternoon? I'm going to drop this quick video, then get up out y'all way. You know what I'm talking about? Anyway, sound like Marshawn Lynch. All right, anyway, want to drop this quick one for you. This one ain't going to be too long, to be honest. I just got a few players that I want to alert you about that are on the Miami Dolphins that might not be here for the foreseeable future, all right? These are the players I believe could either get cut or traded within the next few weeks, okay? Now, I understand that we got a salary cap, we got dead money, we got cap hits, and all that, all right? I don't care. These are the players that I feel may not be on the squad come next season because they're starting over with new regimes, regardless, all right, or like people like to say, which ain't a word, irregardless of the contracts and everything like that. Now, some of them, they're just not going to make sense to do straight out. You're going to have to trade them if you can or hold them. But some of them, you're just going to have to eat what you're going to have to eat. All right, so let's get into it. These are the few players, all right, that I feel like may not be on the team, so be on the lookout for that, okay? Byron Jones. All right, we'll start there. Now, Byron Jones has become a lot harder to trade, or not trade. He has become a lot harder to cut because he had an injury that required surgery in the offseason, and now his contract is guaranteed for injury going into next year. So cutting him will be almost impossible because you'll be losing a lot of money. Now, at this point, it's going to be better just to have him traded to another team for a late round pick so they can eat the salary and you can move on. All right. Why would you want to move on off him? Because there's another big fish out there named J.C. Jackson that may want to come to Miami and you want to sign him and you can't keep all three. All right. And that's just it is what it is. And Byron, as good as he's been, as steady as he's been, we could do better. We could do better, and that's just the God's honest truth. We got Nick Needham signed up on a tender, so we got him for at least one more year. Hopefully they give him a nice little contract, and then we'll have us a slots guy for the foreseeable future, Nick Needham. Maybe Big Nogany can finally get it together, and then if we don't move off Byron Jones this year, then maybe we just move off of him next year if we're unable to get J.C. Jackson, who is rumored. All right, you're going to hear a lot of rumors with over the next few days. Take all of it with a grain of salt, really, because there's going to be a lot of stuff being spewed out there. All right, we don't know what's going on. We're hearing that Agba, for example, does not want to come back to Miami. Not does not want to, but is leaning towards leaving Miami. Just take everything right now with a grain of salt. We'll see what happens when it actually happens. But yeah, there's going to be a lot of smoke screening. All right, there's going to be a lot of that. So we'll see what happens. But he's rumored, J.C. Jackson, to be having heavy interest from the Chargers, who just picked up Khalil Mack. So they're trying to bolster this thing up while they have a rookie superstar quarterback. Yes, I did say superstar quarterback at this point. That is what he is. Broke Dan Marino's records for passing. And he's on a Hall of Fame trajectory at this point. All right, but anyway, while he's on a rookie contract, bolster up the team, see if you can squeak out a Super Bowl. Same thing the Seattle Seahawks did. Same thing Burrow and them boys was trying to do last year. Same thing Pittsburgh did a few years back. Same thing a few teams have done. All right, you bolster up the squad. Pat Mahomes and boys did it. You bolster up the squad while you have him on a rookie contract. You try to go get that doggone Super Bowl, and then you got to pay that guy $500 million. Pat Mahomes. All right. So anyway, that's what it is. So it seems like they might be trying to get him real quick. That bolsters up the secondary. They can make a big run. You already got Derwin James back. They can make a big run. All right. So that's what they try to do. We'll see if they're able to do it. Hopefully Miami can put their hand in that basket or put their name in that basket and try to get J.C. Jackson because he is an upgrade, big time, to Byron Jones. All right, so that was number one. Next player I want to talk about is Devante Parker. Now, Devante's been with us for a minute. All right, since 2014, I believe we drafted him. He's been stable. All right, we can't say that he hasn't been stable. He's been stable, but he's been injured. All right, when he's playing, he's been stable. Let me put that out there. When he's played, he's been stable, but he's been injured a lot. It might be time to move on. Don't be surprised if you see him get cut or traded for a late round pick. Just don't be surprised, all right? Yes, he's going to eat up some of the cap. He's got some dead money attached to his name, but it just might be time to move on. You got the Allen Robinsons out there. You got the DJ Sharks out there, or Chark, or however you say that. You got other guys, okay, that you could try to go get to bolster up the wide receivers. You won't be able to get Amari. He's moved on to the Browns, but Jarvis is now available, apparently, if he doesn't, which I don't understand why you wouldn't keep both, but whatever. Maybe you just restructure his contract. Maybe he doesn't want to take a discount. I don't know. All right, anyway, try to go get him. You know, if you can. You got a Braxton Berrios. We'll talk about this more in depth on Tuesday of the guys that I want. All right, we'll talk about it more in depth. But yeah, we might move on from him. Okay, we might move on from him. Next guy I would like to bring up is Eric Rowe. I don't see Eric Rowe making it past the opening of free agency being on the squad. Honestly, I don't see it. Maybe we keep him. I just don't think it's smart to keep him because we got the two guys that are starting to bloom. I would say get another rookie. You never know. You know, you might find somebody in the later round as well that could be our Rashard Jones. You just never know. Yes, we are going to need a veteran. Eric Rowe's making too much money to be just left on the team. You can use that money elsewhere. Cut him. All right? I say outright cut him. I don't even see him making it to training camp at this point. Next person, Jesse Davis. Jesse Davis got to go. All right? And he just doesn't fit this type of offensive scheme we're heading towards. He's got to go. All right? They got to cut him. I want him gone at this point. He's been on the team a very long time. He was serviceable while he was in there, especially at guard. Okay, at right tackle, left tackle, it was iffy. But at guard, he did some things, but I think it's just time to move on. Let's move on from him. All right, next person I would like to see, or maybe not, may not be here. All right, Allen Hurns. I don't think he's going to make it. I think he might end up being another guy that gets cut here. Moving down the list. And I know there'll be other guys that are cut that I won't mention, but I'm mentioning names that actually mean something. I don't want to just talk about everybody. I just don't think it makes sense to do that. The only other person on here that would be worth noting as of right now would be the fact that you have Myles Gaskin and Savon Ahmed on contract, and I don't see both of them. Actually, sorry, Savon is a restricted free agent, if I'm not mistaken. He's a restricted, so that could go either way. Clayton Fedulum, you're going to need a guy like that, so I believe he stays on the team. So the only other guy that I could see may not make it through would possibly be Adam Shaheen. All right, Adam Shaheen, he's been injured. It's just a few things there that, you know, he just hasn't been great. All right. Honestly, I say you probably end up keeping the other two guys, and then you let him go. Okay, you let him go. You bring back Gesicki. You bring back the other guy cannot for whatever his name is, for whatever reason his name has escaped me here. But I think you bring him back, and then you just let Adam Shaheen go, and then you move on from him. Possibly. You need camp bodies as well. So, and I believe they'll go after another tight end, either in the draft. I know you have Hunter Long. I completely understand that, but you're just going to need guys. So I believe they try to get a guy to just come in and compete and see what he could do. But those are the guys that I feel like may not be here, and don't be surprised if you see them gone. Now, some of you might say, well, these are pretty obvious. You don't have any surprises on here. Yes, I don't have any surprises because I believe that they pretty much want to keep this team intact. Here's the one surprise. I wouldn't be shocked at this point if they just let Akbar walk, and try to go get somebody else. I don't know who that somebody else is. I haven't done the research. I'm waiting for more names to come out. And then on Tuesday, we're going to talk about some of the blue chip guys that I want on the squad, who I want to be a Miami Dolphin from free agencies. And then maybe one of those guys will be an elite pass rusher. I don't know. We'll see what happens over the next few days. But that's all I have for y'all. Fins up till we die. Y'all already know what it is. Love y'all like soul food. I'm out.